The possibilities for commercial exchange in this globalized world are boundless. And Mexico, as part of this productive community, is a very attractive country due to its enormous potential for the development of new and promising businesses. Our country is very important economically speaking because it is a leader in the development of Latin American emerging markets with at least 35 multinational commercial treaties. Mexico is one of the most promising tourist destinations with a fabulous development potential and endless business opportunities, where a wide variety of identities and tourist destinations come together, granting it an outstanding place within this ever-growing and important world industry. In addition, doing business in Mexico requires having a broad global vision, as well as being conversant with its own context and characteristics, with a profound knowledge of our country's culture and ideology. IPADE Business School is an expert institution in the complex interaction between Mexican entrepreneurial culture and the academic universe. Founded in 1967 by a group of prominent businessmen with the strategic guidance from Harvard Business School and IPADE Business School. It's the only business school created by the enterprise for the enterprise and has an exceptional reputation worldwide, with more than 40 exchange agreements with prestigious institutions like Darden Graduate School of Business Administration, Kellogg School of Management, University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign MBA program, among others.
It has a great potential as a country. It's growing so much in terms of business and industry. It's going international. So I think that to understand the culture of Mexico, you have to live it. You can learn about everything else on the news and by experiencing it through the television. But in Mexico, you really have to come and live the experience to see what the country is really about.
IPADE, being a world-class business school, offers in its highly recognized full-time MBA program courses in English and Spanish. The program has been especially designed for young professionals whose calling points toward the responsibilities of the management of business. The strategic lines of this program allow students to develop a local education experience, nevertheless with a strong international character. Better than just deliver and transmit information, the MBA strives to form leaders and persons. All this with the purpose to develop entrepreneurial leaders and leading entrepreneurs that undertake challenges and challengers that lead. The value proposal of the program not only sets a deep social sense in business, but also focuses in the ethics and values that must be part of a successful human being. One of the most distinctive academic strengths of IPADE is the teaching methodology. The case method, giving all the participants the opportunity to interact individually, in working teams and plenary sessions, to analyze, discuss, and debate an ample variety of perspectives and opinions under the supervision of IPADE's highly qualified professors, enabling students to develop the three dimensions of knowledge in business: knowledge, skills, and attitudes.
The people in combination with the case method that they use here at the IPADE is kind of interesting. So you have intensive team working, preparing for the case discussions in the lecture hall. So it's really fun. I mean, you have different influences from different cultures, plus the inputs of different backgrounds, like professional backgrounds, and so this is like really intense and interesting for me.
IPADE has recognized the need for having a comprehensive understanding in regard to Mexico, its economic, political, social, and cultural environment, and has therefore developed two seminars lasting 1 week each. Mexican Tourism, a worldwide concept describing what is taking place in this sector and its vigorous development, and Doing Business in Mexico, focused upon corporate activity in general. The objective of these short but intensive learning experiences is to offer to MBA students the opportunity to understand the Mexican business culture, studying the problems affecting the tourism sector, as well as many other productive industries. All of this with the unbeatable experience of being able to interact with MBA students from Mexico and from all over the world, allowing them to create close and significant relationships with our country. IPADE offers value added to its MBA students because this educational experience will offer them a structural, wide-ranging academic curriculum. Our highly qualified professors will guide the participants through an analysis of the economic, social, and how to do business in Mexico environment. In addition to the academic sessions, conferences by Mexican entrepreneurs are held, as well as very interesting visits to companies belonging to the tourism and industrial sectors. Our programs also include assigning work teams made up by domestic and foreign students, where starting with a business project in our country, they will analyze its model, its operations, its competitive advantages and differences, its commercial strategies, and above everything else, the ideal way to duplicate these businesses within the global market.
It's an opportunity that cannot be missed by anybody, do you know what I mean? Working together, you learn how the cross-cultural dynamics of working in a globalised market. It's something we're all going to need going into the future, running our own businesses. When we look to take our businesses to an international level, this experience will be fundamental.
All of this is complemented with intercultural activities, which include attending social events, museums, tasting Mexican traditional foods and wine at various fairs and tours of close-by cities, all of which will allow them to experience the fascinating contrast between pre-Hispanic, colonial, and modern Mexican cultures. IPADE knows that each country has its own way of doing things, as well as its own social and cultural values. Doing business in Mexico and Mexican tourism, a worldwide concept, are two programs each lasting 1 week, where the participants will be able to learn Mexico's most important aspects, its very special way of doing business. But what is even more important, they will achieve a very real understanding of our people and our environment. Developing entrepreneurs for whom there are no frontiers for success. Participate in IPADE's short programs and discover the reality of doing business in Mexico.